Today we're going to go through CSS Flexbox. We went through responsive web design last episode, so today we're going to start with CSS Flexbox. So Flexbox is a way to move around your different elements in a page to make it have the most sense, and Flexbox makes it really easy to do that. So let's get started. All right, first up, use display flex to position two boxes. So the whole thing of the Flexbox is you have to have display of flex for it to work, for any of the properties to work. First you need this, and then you can do the rest of the things. All right, now we just want to add flex superpowers to this tweet embed. So all we want to do for this challenge is add display flex here to all of this header and classes stuff. So I'll do that and I'll catch you later. All right, I added display flex to the header profile name, the header follow button, the H3, H4, and the footer stats. So let's see if it works. The header should have a display property set to flex. Oh, I just need this header part. All right. There we go. All right, now we want to use flex direction property to make a row. This is done like once you have display flex in place, then you can add this flex direction property, and you can set it to column or row reverse or column reverse, and yeah, so row reverse just changes their position in reverse order. So there we go. All right, now we want to apply the flex direction property to create rows in the tweet embed. So just use flex direction and set it to row for the header and the footer, to row, and flex direction row for this one as well. Flex direction row. Let's see if that works. Yep. Now we want to use flex direction property to make a column. So same as the other one except column. Flex direction, it'll just make a column of the elements instead of a row. There we go. It's moved down, so there we go. All right, now we want to have flex direction of column for this header profile name. So just do flex direction column, and there we go. All right, now we want to align elements using the justifycontent property. A way this works is like this. So justifycontent, if your things are laid out in a row, then flex start, it'll all be in the beginning, flex end at the end, center will be center, space between these, well, the two at the end will be at the end, space around like this, and space evenly like this. So just go to that website if you can't remember. That's what I do. But for the challenge, we just want to do flex direction of center for this, or not flex direction, but justifycontent. Yeah, there we go, and it shifted over. And we want to use justifycontent property in this tweet, so we just want to use justifycontent right here and set it to whatever we want. So for this, I'll do space between. See what that looks like. And yeah, put a little bit of space in between them. Okay, now we want to align elements using the align items property. So this is a lot like justifycontent, except we can do flex start, flex end where it's at the bottom, center where it's centered, stretch, everything is stretched to the full container, and baseline. So let's try doing this challenge. All we want to do is align items center for the challenge. So items of center. And there we go. Let's see if that works. Yep. Use the align items property in the tweet embed. So now we just want to put this in the dot follow button part, align items of center. So there we go. And there we go. All right, now we want to use flexwrap property to wrap a row or column. So the way this works is flexwrap. So if everything's laid out in a row and you have it as flexwrap, then it'll just go to the next line when there's not enough space. And there's like no wrap property and a wrap reverse property. But we're going to do a flex wrap on this and have it wrap. So flexwrap, wrap. And there we go. Run that. All right, now we want to use flexshrink property to shrink items. For this, we just want to put flexshrink on these ones, and box 1 a value of 1, and box 2 a value of 2. So let's do that. And there it takes up more space. Box 1 does because it has a lower value of flexshrink. All right, now we want to use the flexgrow property to expand items. So the opposite of flexshrink, pretty simple here. Flexgrow. Set this to a value of 1, and the second one to a value of 2. And I'm guessing the box 2 will be bigger. Yep, there we go. All right, now we want to use flexbase's property to set the initial size of an item. So yeah, just set the initial size. Box 1 will do a flex basis of 10 EM, and the second one will do a flex basis of 20 EM. And let's see what that looks like. Yep, there we go. All right, now we would just want to use the flex shorthand property. So this is a combination of flexgrow, flexshrink, and flexbasis. The first number is flexgrow, and we want to set this to 2. Second number is flexshrink, we want that to be 2. And the third number is flexbasis, we want that to be 150 pixels. And then for box 2, we want to have the flexgrow 1, flexshrink 1, and flexbasis 150. So we'll just go like that, and there we go. Now we want to use the order property to rearrange items. So this is like what order you want them to appear in. So we want to give box 1 an order of 2. So it's probably going to appear second because this one's going to be order of 1. So yeah. So this orange box is coming first before the blue one. All right, now we want to use the align self property. It kind of looks like this. So flex start is up here and flex end is down here. And there's some other options like center. So for this challenge, we want to have a align self of center for box 1 and flex end for box 2. Align self and flex end. And there you go. And there we go. We completed CSS Flexbox challenges. Next up, we're going to do CSS Grid challenges. Kind of the same thing as Flexbox, except a different way to position items using Grid instead of Flexbox. I use both. I like Grid a lot too, so I'll see you in the next one. See ya.